Can the venue that you take your date to ruin your chances at a second hangout?
The venue? Yeah.
I mean, I know that happened to me at the inflatable hot tub palace.
Ooh.
Good date, weird venue.
Yeah.
Apparently, they ran
okay.
out of cleaning equipment a few months before that. So, try having fun in brown water.
Ew.
It's not ideal, I'll say.
Oh,
You
man.
just still went through with it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
there's a
we're
lot.
there. I paid the $15 for
Okay.
So,
It's a
got to go
moral
through with it.
thing.
But you know
Okay.
what? That's what one of our listeners, Andy, said in his email to us. He said he had this great girl, but maybe he chose the wrong place to do the date.
Okay.
So, Andy, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, I wish I could say it's good to be here, but I'm wondering what's going on with her.
We get it. No offense.
Yeah, it sounds like you're working from a little bit of regret right now.
Mhm.
What's the woman's name that you went out with?
Her name is Ari.
Okay.
I love that name.
Oh, Andy and Ari.
I
That's
love
kinda
it.
cute.
That flows.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
nice
Sounds
name.
like a sitcom.
Yeah. Or a podcast.
Yeah.
One of them is wacky. The other one is also wacky.
Yeah.
So where did you take Ari for your date?
So I took her to an axe throwing bar.
Fun.
Dude, that's a great date.
I still
Oh,
want to do
nice.
this.
Dude, I have been on a date there. I mean, I think it's so fun. I like
I've been
this
before,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know Brooke's taken her husband there a few times, hoping to make it look like an accident. But,
Like, why isn't it a bar? It's in the woods.
Yeah.
Throwing axes.
But no, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, what could go wrong there? Why are you regretting that?
Well, we met online, and she was, really cute. I mean, if I'm being honest, I have a thing for girls who wear a ponytail with a baseball cap, and that was her profile picture.
Hot look, dog.
Oh,
I
dude.
totally feel you. It's very rare.
Why did both of you just do
Wow.
that?
Oh, it's just such a hot
Yeah.
look.
I just
Girls don't
pictured-
understand.
I just envisioned Ariana Grande on that bicycle in that
Oh,
video,
you
on the
got-
stationary
Okay.
bike with the
It's
hat
not who
and the
this
ponytail.
is right now.
Bro,
That's
you
what
had
it's
me at
about.
Well, I don't care
Ariana.
who it is, but
Okay.
her name's Ari. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's
Oh
what
my
I
God.
thought when
Okay,
it
Wait,
so
was it
it-
Ariana Grande?
It sounds like to me we need to try less, apparently, on dates.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
okay,
wear a
I feel
hat
you.
on.
She's a girl that wears a ponytail with a hat over it. Okay.
So she felt low maintenance from her profile pic is maybe also what you got from it, right?
I mean, she was just very cute, and I was just excited because we had chatted, and she seemed super cool. I found out we were both left-handed, which I know it's not like a big thing, but it was just kind of like,
Right.
I don't meet many girls who are also left-handed.
Right. You can share a hatred of scissors together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool. Okay.
exactly.
So you said that you kind of regretted the axe throwing bar. Like, what happened when you went there?
Yeah, let me tell you about the date itself. So, she showed up, and she was wearing flannel and suspenders, kind of like a lumberjack.
Oh,
She
no.
went full theme mode.
I love it.
All right.
It sounds like she was into it.
It was a little bit much, but she did look cute.
I mean, she was,
Okay.
she was
Yeah.
definitely rolling the dice on that one. I
Yeah.
mean, it's almost like wearing a costume.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to stand out for sure.
Okay. So after you got over her outfit, how did the axe throwing go?
It was great. We played a few games, and she was pretty darn athletic, which, again, I thought was attractive.
You can't show up in flannel and suspenders and not be good at throwing
Yeah.
the axe.
Agreed. And she was really good. But the place itself, I was a little disappointed, if I'm being honest, because I wish I researched it more, because it was way more expensive than I thought.
Oh, it's
Oh,
crazy.
they're
Oh,
expensive.
is it really?
Yeah.
And there's
like,
a drink limit. That's the worst part.
like 2 drinks
Yeah.
usually.
Oh no.
And it's not cheap, for sure. Like I've only done it once because I kind of left with the same feeling. Like that was really fun, but it was a lot of money.
Okay.
Just to throw an axe.
Is that how
Yeah.
you felt, Andy?
Yeah, it was like $10 for a light beer, and
Yeah.
and the
Jeez.
axes. It seemed like they just had axes out in their grandfather's shed. They were falling
Ooh.
apart a little.
Oh, sketch.
Yeah, so I was a little frustrated.
All right. So the
Did-
venue isn't
I
exactly
see.
what you wanted, but were you able to connect with Ari?
Yeah, I thought we had a great time, and I might have made a couple comments about the axes, kind of in jest, but I wasn't going out of my way to complain, and it wasn't unreal the best date ever, but I thought we had a lot of fun, and after we were throwing axes, we got a beer at the bar and just had some good conversation, and then she said she had to get going, and I was already thinking about the next date.
Okay.
Aw.
And I mean, how did it end? Did you tell her that? Did you tell her you wanted to see her again?
Well, we were texting after, and I told her, obviously, I want to take her out again, but now it's kind of weird. She won't respond to all my texts. Like once in a while she responds, but I have to send like texts on different days just to get a response out of her. And
Oh, yeah.
so I think maybe she didn't like the date spot because it was a little janky. And I thought that her and I, we got along very well.
Okay. So you're thinking that maybe she was unimpressed with this particular axe throwing bar? Like she wanted a classier axe throwing bar with like crystal diamond axes that,
Oh my God,
that
that'd
you
be
guys throw?
so cute.
I will say she did
would
come
love
in
that.
costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had high
I mean, she
expectations.
sounds kind of serious about it. So
True.
And it wasn't quite Instagram worthy.
right.
Maybe that's what the problem is. But I mean, did she ever complain about the status of the bar? Did she seem disappointed?
Ooh, that's the question.
Not that I could tell, really.
Okay, that's good. I mean, if it really annoyed her, she would have been on it all night.
It sounds like you really honestly don't know what's wrong.
He was just distracted by her ponytail bouncing around as she threw that axe. But
Exactly. If I knew, I wouldn't be calling, guys, but I have no idea.
well, let's try and find out. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Ari for you, and we'll try and get you a second date, all right?
All right, great.
All right, hold on, man. Wearing flannel shirts, drinking overpriced beer, while throwing axes at a wall.
Yes.
Dating sure has changed over the last few years.
Yeah, that's a fun date.
And an expensive date.
you get
Yeah.
suckers like Brooke who will pay a mint for it.
Yeah.
Right, Brooke? Because you said that you did that.
Dude, I'm such a sucker. I love a fun activity.
Yeah,
I
well,
do.
Andy
It's
didn't describe
trendy.
it as being fun
Oh.
because he probably paid over $100 for some low-quality axes with 2 warm beers to go with it. And he didn't even get a second date out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to try our best to right that wrong. And guess what, Andy? I promise you that my performance today is going to be a bullseye.
Sounds awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Do you know what I just thought of? Because you had no idea what could have gone wrong. I wonder if, because she showed up in flannel and suspenders, I wonder if she was embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? Because you weren't wearing anything like that.
And she thought it was like a themed dress-up thing?
Totally, and she could just never recover from it. So she didn't have a good time.
Did you get that feeling, Andy?
I mean, I didn't get that feeling, but
Alexis, if that was you going on the date and you showed up in an outfit, would you be embarrassed?
I mean, I would never wear that in the first place. I don't own a flannel, so
Okay.
it's not my thing, you know?
You're just
I
embarrassed
know the
for her.
hometown you're from, and it should be your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not,
so
Brooke.
let's not act like you're
Unlike
classy
you,
over
I
here.
know how to step away from the
Okay.
hometown look.
Brooke goes to bed with an axe next to her, so...
Okay, Bangs, let's just call
Okay,
Ari
Bangs.
and we will try and find out what's going on. All right, Andy, here we go. We'll dial their number right now.
Hello.
Hi, is this Ari?
This is Ari.
Hey, Ari, my name's Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably pretty weird to be getting a call from a radio station.
Yeah. Did I win something?
Not exactly, but depending on how this call goes, maybe.
Yeah.
Because we're calling on behalf of one of our listeners who went on a date with you. His name's Andy.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
you know.
tone
Okay, so you
change.
remember Andy. Now, we're doing something called a second date, and we're trying to help Andy figure out if something went wrong when you went out with him the other day to the axe throwing bar.
Really?
Yeah.
So, just curious, what did he tell you about our date?
Well, he said that you guys played a few games, had some beers. He said you showed up in a flannel outfit, kind of like a lumberjack, and he thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He thought it was cool.
Oh, were
Yeah.
you embarrassed that you showed up in almost a costume?
No, I wasn't embarrassed at all. I
Okay.
don't know. It seemed to annoy him that I was dressed like that. He was all like, wow, why didn't you tell me? I could have done it too, which was just such a weird response. And,
That's not really, I mean, that doesn't sound like he's annoyed. It sounds
Yeah,
like,
he wants to join in.
yeah, they,
I don't know. He said I was cute, but that I didn't necessarily need the lumberjack outfit to look cute.
oh.
Okay.
Kind of like backhanded.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it is it's a
Yeah.
weird compliment for sure. But is
Yeah.
that the only thing that went wrong? That he didn't compliment you?
In the way you wanted.
No,
Right.
no. I could get over that. But, like,
Oh, okay.
All right.
we went to play the axe throwing, which, I mean, he wasn't great at. But, hey, I was not great at either. And so we played 3 games, and I just happened to beat him all 3 games.
Nice.
I love that.
All right.
You didn't like rub it in his face or anything?
No.
Oh.
Brooke's like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, each game, he's like, okay, this is my turn now. This is my turn. So then it gets even worse. he like went all like Karen and asked for a manager.
What?
And was like blaming the equipment, the bullseye.
Oh, God.
No way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
embarrassing.
not even like a machine. Like, I get it if you're like playing pinball. And like, hey, the thing's not adding up right.
He did mention to us that the axes did seem kind of old and
subpar.
yeah, not to his standards.
They brought him a whole new set
No,
No.
they didn't.
just so he could prove himself.
What?
No.
And I still won.
Oh, so
Okay.
he's...
Dude, I mean, this is a guy who you feel maybe is really fragile in his own masculinity. Like that he was actually threatened by you beating him at an axe throwing competition.
Yeah, he was just such a sore loser about it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go have drinks. It was a game. It was supposed to be fun. Let's just leave that behind.
I guess we never did ask Andy like who won when
'Cause it
we were
doesn't-
talking to
It's not
him.
important
It doesn't
usually.
matter.
Yeah, usually it doesn't.
It's
And
like
if
as
you're
long
like
as you had fun.
totally, and if you're a fun-loving person, if you're getting beaten, you like are self-deprecating
Yeah.
or
You're like hyping the other one up.
Or,
Totally.
to be honest, what I do is I try my best, and if a girl beats me at something, I'm like, well, I'm letting you win because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
But really, they just are better at me than
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
It's axe throwing. It's not a real sport.
True.
Yeah.
Well, it
don't
is,
say that to
actually.
the lumberjacks
It
that are
is,
listening
actually.
because it is real.
Triggered Brooke.
Yeah. Was he able to recover when you guys were having drinks? I mean, obviously not because you weren't calling him back, but
So, I mean, as we were headed over to have drinks, he told me that my suspenders were twisted and that he wanted to fix them. So then he went to fix it and it like, poof, it like bumped him in the nose. And I was like, oh my God, that's such karma for what's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's getting
And
beat
how-
up.
I don't know if this is karma, but I do need to let you know now, Ari, that Andy has been on the other line listening to this entire conversation. He wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Andy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm kind of shocked by this.
Oh.
Are you?
Really?
You mean like, is she not telling the truth?
I mean, no, like, yes, she won the first few matches, but look, I'm a very athletic guy. If we had played like a few more games, I would have won.
No one asked. That wasn't.
Yeah. that
That's not
wasn't a
the
topic.
point, dude. Like what she's saying is you're a little whiny about it, and you ask for the manager. Don't do that on
Yeah,
a date
bro.
ever.
Turn into a Karen.
You were there, okay? That was a safety hazard. All those handles were loose.
Oh.
Oh.
He was looking out for the safety of the other customers, Brooke. This wasn't about him.
Exactly. It's just an unsafe environment. Look, I'm an expert axe thrower, okay? I've
No.
look,
You are?
it's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Angle you're taking.
Wait. Why do you say that?
Because I've actually set the record at 2 different axe throwing places. One in Saskatchewan.
Oh,
in Saskatchewan?
Dude.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, everyone
Okay.
knows Saskatchewan's
Is this supposed
the
to-
king of axe
Someone's
throwing.
Because
Trying-
nobody
Hot.
else went to the bar.
Okay.
My name's on the wall there, okay?
Oh.
I'm sure it is.
His name's Bud.
You're not
He threw
hearing
axes and threw his name into the wall using the axes.
Dude, Ari's not calling you back not because of your axe abilities. Are you not hearing that?
It sounds like you're too competitive, brother.
I'm not too competitive. I'm just a man, and like,
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Already,
I-
buddy.
You're coming on a little strong, trying to impress Ari.
I'm not trying to impress. It's just what I am. Look, one
Yeah.
time I played flag football with Tim Tebow, and I tackled him. So
Wait,
You
what?
tackled Tim Tebow? He's a man of the Lord.
He was on the bench at the time. I just came up behind him.
That's actually pretty cool.
Hey, Ari, are you turned on after you heard that story about Tim Tebow?
Oh my gosh, so turned on.
Oh.
Look, a
Pretty
real
impressive.
man would be gracious and not obsessed with beating his date.
Gracious is a good word there.
I was being gracious. I let you win 4 times in a row before we had a drink.
Oh.
Here we go.
Now you lost on purpose.
Oh, this is exhausting.
He only called the manager over to make it seem like he was upset about losing. It was all an
Tricky.
act.
I didn't,
Really gracious.
I didn't want to mention this, but I'm nationally ranked in axe throwing.
Okay.
How do you get better as the conversation
Yeah,
happens?
like I'm good on the stats.
I actually
don't want
invented axe
Yeah.
throwing.
Honestly, Andy, just be confident in
I'm
yourself.
not. I didn't want to brag. I didn't want to brag about this kind of stuff, but now
You're
that
being humble. This is humble.
you guys are laughing and all, but you couldn't be more far off about me.
Okay, well, we'll try not to laugh, but
If you prove us wrong, we would gladly accept it.
come down to an axe throwing place with me. I'll show you.
I mean,
now
okay,
you're
look.
challenging, Brooke.
Let's
And-
take this outside.
Andy, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what we think about you. It's really what Ari thinks about you.
Yeah.
Ari, what do you think? We would like to send you out on another date with Andy, and
Yeah, I
we'd pay
don't
for
know.
that. I don't know how you feel, though, after hearing this conversation.
Maybe
Where's
like
your
a
head at?
non-competitive date.
It has gone from bad to worse.
Ooh.
I've heard way more than I really ever needed to hear. Like,
Did the record in Saskatchewan turn you off? Is that what it was?
Too intimidating.
Yeah. He's too much of a man now.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Like, if you don't appreciate me for what I am, I'll find somebody else who does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't handle that much man. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Sorry about that, Andy. It sounds like we're not going to be able to get you a second date here.
Okay.
Well, hey,
Okay,
man.
and seriously though, like you seem like a delightful person when you aren't trying to prove yourself. Like
I don't have to prove myself, okay? Just look at the national rankings. That proves me.
You should print that out and take that with you
No,
on your date.
no.